and this is the truth for almost every single person listening to this podcast right now, and nearly everyone alive, okay? It's the truth behind this concept called the golden child. And what the golden child is it states that with one of our parents, we yearn for their love more. Like we love one parent the most, but we yearn for another parent's love more. And because we yearn for that love from that parent, we have to sacrifice our own identity. We have to become someone else because we do not feel worthy of their love. So we become someone else to earn their love. And what that is a soothing technique for children that later creates addictions in people's lives, because instead of facing the facts of who they are, and by the way, young children don't know any different, they become someone else who they are not designed to be, to earn the love and to feel worthy from someone else. So let me give you an example of this. I love my mom unconditionally. It's been me and her. She had me when she was 19 years old. I'm an only child. It's been me and my mom, ride or die. We've been through it all. But my father, I love my father to death because I am the man who I am who I am today because of him. But he wasn't in my life very much as a child, and I yearned for his love. And I always felt unworthy of his love because I could never truly understand why a bottle was more important than your child. Okay. And in order to earn my father's love, I had to be his partner in crime as a young child. I had to go to parties, and I was always at bars with him as a young child, sitting on the bar back in the 80s and early 90s. You know, my dad's been on the run from cops through the town, and I've been around bars, and like, I always, to be around him or to get his attention, I had to become someone else. I had to be his partner in crime, almost like his party animal. I wasn't drinking or anything as a little kid, but I was involved in all of these situations, drug usage, etc. And so as I got older, I also became that identity. I became that person when stress was applied to my life. So when I became 15 and 16, I got in a really terrible car accident. I nearly lost my life, was ripped out of the car with jaws of life, sent to the hospital, got T-boned at 65 miles an hour. I don't remember any of it. But coming out of that, I didn't have stable frameworks as a 16-year-old to deal with all of the emotional stress that car accident cost me. And I resorted back to a framework that I had learned as a 3, 4, and 5-year-old kid, maybe 6, that I had no control over. And now I became the party animal and the partner in crime to soothe the pain, because I had learned that subconsciously as a child to try to earn my father's love. And this happens to all of us. We feel unworthy because one of our parents made us feel unworthy of their love. We sacrificed our true identity to become someone else so daddy or mommy would finally love me. And as you get older, you revert back to those old programs, those old algorithms you have subconsciously stored in the back left part of the hemisphere of your brain. And so when stress is applied, that soothing technique you learned as a child is now applied in frameworks as, for me, a teenager. And so I resorted to drugs and alcohol to soothe the pain because that's what subconsciously was programmed into me, the frameworks that were installed in me without my decision, without me knowing, just a consequence of my life. And now we can see and understand why some people still act like kids and teenagers, but they're 30, 40, 50 years old. They've never learned a new framework to deal with the unworthiness and the lack of contribution, the feeling of insignificance. This happens to all of us. And so the thing that happens with the golden child is they also become people pleasers. And they become people who will not negotiate for what they want in life, because they believe if they ask for what they want in life, it will upset, like it would upset the father or the mother, that you're asking for what you want. So the golden child becomes, one, a people pleaser in their life. They apply soothing techniques that they learned subconsciously as children as a result of sacrificing their identity. And then lastly, they become chronic workaholics because the only way they know how to feel worthy is to work their ass off and to show the boss, the team, that they're a contributor. And then that makes them feel significant. Now, what does the workaholic and the chronic stress of working that hard and being that stressed all the time cause? Happened to me. Cause cancer, causes chronic disease. So now diseases that seem maybe not so common or not so easily explained become really logical. That this conditioning that happens at a young age, that's not your fault, man. Like, listen to me. What you went through is not your fault. Now we know. So now we can fix it. Now we can start winning. Now we can stack the wins and build the momentum to change our identity back to who we were designed to be, a creator. As above, so below. If the creator created you in his image, you are a creator. And what you are creating while you are here on earth is your highest potential, guys. That's why I'm so emotional about this topic. You have a gift every single day. Like, seriously, if you were to give someone a gift and they didn't appreciate it, they didn't care about it, they didn't use it, they didn't thank you, they didn't show gratitude, they weren't humbled by the gift, would you still give them a gift? Would you still give them a gift? The answer is no. But yet God, the universe, the collective conscious, the ancestral knowledge of all of our ancestors, however you identify spiritually, whatever you would like to call it, do you think that the dreams and the visions and everything that you get, that they're limiting them based upon your false beliefs and the imposter syndrome, your bank account, the conditions that happened to you 10, 20, 30 decades ago? You have the ability to create whatever you want in your life. And I want that for you. So now you know the meaning and belief behind why you are emotionally reacting to stress, obstacles, the way that you are. So now you can make more informed decisions, but you have to do what's called the trauma work. You have to go back into those painful experiences as children and re-edit, like a director of a movie, the mental movie playing in your head.